am I doing this? What is my life? What is my peeps? And welcome to a tomtord fanfiction because I am a sinner and I like that stuff. I need to lay down. I just ran upstairs. I'm dying. Missing a tomtord fanfiction. Well, here's the picture. I'm pretty sure the art is by sugarcane. It's by Smallest of the Beans. Beans. Is that how you spell it? I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Alright. Let's get started. Now, me and my friend Kyla, we tend to roleplay as Tom and Tord quite a lot. Since I can do somewhat his accent, I'm always Tord. So it's like, hello, old friend. Something like that. Now, okay. Tom's point of view. Ugh, my head. It was 2 a.m. and I was getting a text. Who the hell does that? Texting at 2 a.m. Edd and Matt are the only people with my number last time I checked. And they're both asleep. But this time, it was an unknown number. I would have ignored it, but it caught my attention. The fact that it began with a sorry. And it was no advertisement or scam. Being bored and now fully awake due to the pain in my head and stomach, I decided to read it. The migraine. It almost kept me from reading. Man, I must have gotten hammered last night, I said, skeptically thinking of how I got this headache. My theory was confirmed when I saw some empty glass bottles beside my bed. I'm getting off topic. Time to read the holy peasants petting porcupine. Read the holy peasants petting porcupines. There were more texts. Alright, so this is gonna be. So Tom's gonna be here. And obviously we know who this is, so Tord's gonna be right in italics, okay? You got that! Alright. Hello? That sounded Russian. Give me a second. Screw it. I'm not doing the accent until he actually talks. I just spit all over myself, Christ. Hello. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for what happened. As well as what's about to happen. Okay. As I'm not going to do anything before you answer. Thomas? Huh? How do you know my name? You'll see. Okay, cut it with the mysterious shit. It's 2 a.m. I'm not in the mood for this crap. Feisty. Just like I remember. Cool your tits, Jehovah's Witness. I'm so happy he says cool your tits because I say calm your tits quite a lot for y'all who don't know. What did you just call me? What? What did you just call me? Okay, sorry. That name. Is he? No, he can't be. That commie bastard left with a harpoon that struck right through him. I think. At least, I hope so. I was cut off as 2 arms wrapped around me, one covering my mouth and the other around my stomach. I struggled. Oh God, how I struggled. But it was no use. Whoever this was, they were strong. I tried screaming, but his arm muffled it, holding a cigar near the side of my face. God, no. I hear a voice shushing me. It's almost relaxing. The thick Norwegian accent. Wait a fucking second. If this is how I think it is, oh man. I'm way too tired to yell. Even my thoughts. Even my thoughts. I'm way too tired to yell even my thoughts. It just increases the headache from my hangover. I could literally pass out right now. Wait, there's a syringe in my arm. I struggle once again, but I got slower. My eyelids heavy. I shut them, a warm, relaxing feeling rushing over me. Then sleep. Ah! Okay, sorry. I'm fangirling. I tend to be very weird. For y'all who don't know, when I'm fangirling, I scream. I go, ah! Because that's me dying inside. Alright. Long time no see. Shh. Thank you. Long time no see. I felt Tom struggle in my... Shut your face! I felt Tom struggle in my arms, barely noticing the syringe and the liquid entering his bloodstream before it was too late. He was only going to be asleep for a few hours, so I had to make this fast. Tying him up was surprisingly hard to do. That sounded Irish. Okay. He kept talking and squirming in his sleep. Getting him out of the building, however, was no challenge. I held him tightly against me as I gently climbed down the ladder leading straight to his apartment. How the okay. It surprised me how he didn't notice before he went to bed. I left the ladder there, putting him into a dull red vehicle. Well, of course, you're tort. You love red, including blood, which is red. Okay. Slightly rusted at the edges. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Where did we leave off? Alright. Slightly rusted at the edges, where the paint had begun to fall off. I ran upstairs again. Hold on. Now that I had Tom, I was off to Norway. Why though? I didn't need Ed or Matt. They weren't of use to me. Besides, who else could be as sweet as my Tommy Bear? Damn! Despite how he hates me, he's actually a great person. And it looks like he is waking up. Ugh. He mumbles a bit. I'm just gonna freaking lose the Norwegian accent or whatever I just said, or whatever the accent I just used. Maybe it was my own accent. Hey, who knows? He mumbles a bit, going to grasp his head. Silly Tom. He won't be able to do that while all tied up. After seeing the ropes, I think he was sent into some kind of panic. Interrupted by me, of course. Hello, Tommy Bear. Hello, Tommy Bear, I purred, but I could see he wasn't too fond of it. I understand why. Where the fuck are you taking me, you commie bastard? He shouted at me. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is gonna get really offensive. Hold on, let me make sure something. I don't know if there's any smut in here. Hopefully there's not, but okay. He shouted at me. It's not nice to give an attitude to his new leader. First of all, don't speak to your leader that way. Second of all, we are in the car. If it wasn't obvious, he said, trying to give a snarky comeback. Tom didn't seem impressed and kept yelling. Tom, I don't want to hurt you. I'm just taking you to Norway. Simple. They won't get in the way of us there. I added in the last bit to try and woo him, I guess. It was not working. Okay, this is it. There's a million questions going through my head. What does he mean by us? And why the hell are we going to Norway? And he is not my fucking leader. I tried to keep my cool, but I just couldn't even right now. That's why you lied! Ha! But I just couldn't even right now. Chris. Just a jumble, through a jumble of mess of speech, he stuck another effing syringe in my arm. The last thing I heard was, "You'll find out everything in time. I'll explain it when we are there." How vague. Arky derky. What's that? Oh my god, I want that. If y'all don't know, some people call me Raccoon Girl, and all I see is raccoon, and I'm like, oh my god, triggered. Don't care about the Q&A. Alright. 2 hours later, back at Ed's place, Dad. I woke up in a gruesome sight. There was no cola in the fridge. Oh wait. Tom was missing. Oh, Ed. I hurried around the apartment frantically looking for him. After calling his cell like 14 times, I realized he wouldn't pick up. This means Detective Ed is on the case. Oh, he's so cute. I fangirled too many times, man. Right after I run to the store to fix that cola situation, I will admit before I left I did check on Matt. He was still fast asleep. Maybe I should leave him a note. He may be worried about Tom as well. Or not. But it's worth the extra 2 minutes of effort to write a note. So that's exactly what I did. Back to wherever Tom and Turd are. I fucking said turd. He's a turd. I woke up in a semi-dark room, but there was still enough light to see the area around me. I almost completely forgot what happened of last night. The happenings of last night. I would have if it wasn't for the voice that spoke behind me. "You're finally awake," he began before jumping in front of me. Yeet! Okay, I'm sorry. And kneeling down to look at my face. To look at my face, I guess they meant to say. "You've been out for..." Yeah, that was my mom. "You've been out for around 2 hours. I was taken aback by the fact he was able to get me here, but not all impressed or amused for that matter. I would have spoke if it wasn't for the duct tape on my face. All I could manage was a few mumbles. He took the tape off my mouth, allowing me to speak. My warm breath in the cold air caused a small cloud of condensation to rise as I spoke, screamed. "What the hell do you want with me? And where am I?" "Well, I did promise you all questions would be answered, so I guess we'll start there." I need to move, my arm's murdering me. Ike! Mr. Pause. Sorry, I'm dying inside. Wait, I've been dead. Ha. He spoke crisp and clear. If it wasn't for his accent, I would have understood him perfectly. My thoughts were cut off by his answer. 1, you are in my army base in Norway. And 2, you wanted to see an old friend? Oh, I just wanted to see an old friend. He gave me a weak smile. It was obviously fake. Yeah, well, I'm not falling for the last part. And when the hell did I get and when the hell did you get an army? I admit I lost my cool at the end of that. Fine. You're here for work, and I've been building up my army for years. He paused and got closer to my face, slightly booping my nose. Ah! Right under all of your noses. This time, his smile was completely real. The look in his eyes was that of a madman's, and it was sharp, the kind that had seen some shit and wasn't afraid to do things. There was almost some kind of charm to them. What are you thinking, Tom? This man kidnapped you. Ugh, I must still be drunk or something. Oh, it's wonderful. Dab. To be honest, that's not the only reason he's here. I'm so close to him right now, I could just kiss him. No, this is a serious subject. This is reality, Tord. Not some crappy fanfiction. It is though. I got to come to my senses here. I'm blaming Tom for making me do this. He was too adorable to leave behind. So cute when he is mad too. Which he is right now. I can show you to your room, I said, smiling. Man, it probably looked really cheesy. Room? What the fuck are you talking about? You literally just kidnapped me. He struggled in his chair after he said this, tied at the wrists and legs, unable to move. Yes, room. Do I have to spell it out for you? And I'd like to call the term taken in. Kidnapped sounds way too harsh. Well, this is harsh. He flipped the chair over and sat on its side, trying to escape the ropes. I sighed, shaking my head slowly. That isn't going to work, Thomas. I ignored his angered screams, taped his mouth shut once again, and dragged him out of the room. The Red Army base was like a maze, twisting and turning at all corners, so many rooms and offices. The best part was that's not all. There's a field outside with a gun range and infirmary, and a cafeteria, of course. I had a separated building for myself, of course, which was right where I was heading to. Is there gonna be smut in the next chapter? Okay. Hopefully not. Cough. Everyone stared at me strangely, dragging the young brunette Brit. I forgot that Tom's British. Is he British? I need to watch the show again. Dragging the young brunette Brit behind me, the chair making a small squeaking sound against the floors. I was returning their stares with a warning glare, to which they would get back to whatever they were doing. We exited the main home building, heading to my medium-sized home. Though considerably average, it was quite larger than the soldiers' rooms. Tom flailed wildly behind me, but as soon as we entered the home, he stopped for some reason. It was only for a second, but he completely scanned the area, taking in the sight, which wasn't too pretty, to be honest. What is my life? Kill me! After a while of dragging me, Tord brought me into a normal room, pretty normal home. Why the hell is he bringing me here? There were a bunch of rooms for soldiers. A building back? Wait. For soldiers, a building back. Wait. Bunch of rooms for soldiers, a building back? I don't know. I'm kind of suspicious. Cut that. I'm very suspicious. He removed the tape from my mouth, waiting for me to speak, it seemed. I have so many things to say right now, but of course, the one that slips out is, where is the room, Kami? Weren't they back there? He seemed to find that statement amusing. He even seemed to chuckle a bit before exclaiming, ah! I'm sorry. That's what Rarity says when she's disgusted or something. Something like, Ike, stop being weird. Only I can be weird. Okay, I'm done. Oh. No, you're staying here with me, Thomas. Don't be such an idiot. I'm not the idiot here. And does he really expect me to share a place with him? No. Yeah, no. I remember how well that went last time, and the last time before. He was not a housemate I'd prefer to be spending my time with. Ed and Matt better hurry their asses up and get here. Doodle-doodle-doo. Leedle-leedle-lee. Now that the cola is home and safe. Ike! What the heck? Not that the Holocaust. Sorry. Now that the cola is home and safe in the fridge, it's time to get cracking this mystery. Matt woke up, but he's still walking around with the note I left taped to his face. It made me smile, seeing him really silly like that. Either that or downright stupid. Nah, Matt is downright... Stop. Matt is no means stupid. Are you sure about that? I'm so sorry. He looked to me while eating his cereal, confused as to why I was laughing at his actions. I gotta admit, they were pretty cute. It was pretty cute. But in a friendly way, you know? Yeah, 'cause you're not gay. Not gay my ass. Are you checking out my great looks? He said, placing his hand to his chin, realizing there was a note there. Ed, there's a paper on my face! He flailed his arms wildly before continuing. It's going to kill me! It seemed he legitimately thought it was going to hurt him, which just made me laugh more. Oh, what was I here for again? Oh yeah, Tom. Mad. Kill me. Matt, Tom's been kidnapped. He can't get kidnapped. He's not a kid. He's been man-napped. Oh no! I'm not good at this crap. Ike knew. Ike, you little cinnamon roll, stop. Don't sniff that. My sweet cinnamon roll. Oh my gosh. Ike is so precious. I'm so sorry y'all can't see this, but he's literally laying down on me. You're such a sweet cinnamon roll. Oh, I love you so much. Alright. We ran out. Oh, goodbye. We ran out frantically trying to find him until we saw the rope leading out of his window. I could have sworn that was the ladder, actually. There was nothing else left in the room other than some cigar ashes. I keep saying cigarette. Weird. I'm pretty sure that Tom doesn't smoke. This is definitely a clue. This is definite clue. This is a definite clue. Matt, there's a clue. There's a clue. I don't know. I said, excited to be solving a crime. We continued searching for more, but alas, there were none. Tord! You sneaky tortoise! Ah! Kill me. I'm so sorry. He still wasn't too happy. I'm trying my best right now, you know. It kind of pisses me off. Well, guess what I did? I just spent the last 15 minutes cleaning up the backyard. Alright. But it's fine. He'll be happy soon. Can I trust you being untied? I began, and he nodded. I took out a pocket knife, which made him flinch at first. Again, I was just outside. Don't be a pussy, Thomas. I chuckled, teasing him by using his full name. I cut the ropes off, but I was returned with a punch across my face. Okay, I deserved that, I admitted. But by the time I finished that sentence, he's already out the door. This little bitch. I took out my walkie-talkie and told a few trusted soldiers to go after him. Paul, Pat, and some teen with purple hair, which he was thinking of growing out. The last one decided not to not do his job, and the last one decided to not do his job. This is the last time I'm letting geeky teens into my army. Paul and Pat got straight to work though. He chased down Tom. That was most possibly one of the most idiotic things he's done. Okay. I'm getting the hell out of here. I ran around the base trying to find an exit. Instead, I found some dead ends with two men grabbing me by the shoulders. One had really puffy eyebrows. Iggy? Iggy, is that you? No, not Iggy Azalea. It's a Hitalia reference. One had really puffy eyebrows. They almost looked like animals, while the other was smirking nervously. I constantly glanced at the eyebrow man. They dragged me right back to the place I was running from, not even seeming fazed by my constant squirming and the shouting of profanity. Sorry. They threw me into the house, and I was faced by a very pissed-off commie. He picked me up, giving me a glare that could kill a man, and he brought me to the room next to his own. I see. I can't trust you to roam freely. So you'll be stuck here till you can get your act straight. What about his act gay? What's wrong with that? Ha! Kill me! He started to talk to me. The aggravation and force in his voice making me flinch. I'll be leaving you right here, with a minimal place to move. When we go somewhere, I'll untie you and keep you on a leash. Ugh, Kiki! He smiled eerily, making me nervous of what he was about to say. Just like my little pet. Okay, what the hell did he just say? I'm not his effing pet, that's for sure. What are you talking about? I blurted out, the first thing that came to my mind, which wiped the smile right off of his smug face. Excuse me? He stated with a voice of authority. You are not to yell at me, Tom. Well, if you hadn't kidnapped me, I would be fine. You wouldn't have to deal with being yelled at, commie. And with that, Tord grabbed me by the hoodie and pushed me straight to a hall. I was knocked off my feet. I had nothing to say. Consciousness was fleeting, but I remember one thing and hoped it was a dream. At that moment, Tord's lips pressed against mine, and I couldn't even push him back. His kiss made me more speechless than before. It was actually pretty sweet. I would have kissed... Frick you, phone! Ah! I'm rock! His kiss made me more speechless than before. Oh, I already read this. I would have kissed back if I could. No, I wouldn't. What the hell am I thinking again? This is nowhere to be thinking of kissing my kidnapper, enemy, and commie. Then everything went black again. Hey! Okay, well, I'm done with this shit. Peace.